Hey guys, what's going on? It's Talk Forest TV back again with the match preview. It's the last match preview of the season. Forest playing Preston on Saturday with our 12 kick-off. Going into it, obviously we're on a bit of a drawing streak at the minute because we're not losing. So it's just a nice thing that we're not losing and that we're drawing games, and it was just the attacking threat that probably letting us down. Preston won't be an easy game. They are quite an experienced, well-drilled team, organised as well, that will do a job against us. They will put part of the bus and put men behind the ball, but they can be dangerous as well. So we'll have to Jack's preview on this video again. So, but yeah, it will be a very difficult game. Preston won't make it easy. I mean, it's going to be one of them end of season games that doesn't mean too much and that nothing to really play for. So it probably will be a really damn pre-season game, but I probably will feel like that Forest will go into it trying to win the game, which will be nice. So I do feel like that it will be that sort of game, but hopefully that Forest can do the job against Preston, because they won't make it life easier for me, and could probably see the possible last game of Michael Dawson as well. I mean, you've watched the show What We've Done, that Michael Dawson coming up to the end of his career and could have get one last outing at City Ground, being captain as well before he does call it a day. So it will be a very interesting one, especially with team news, but who knows. Here's Jack preview.
How's it going, Talk Forest TV? My name is Jack and welcome to my review for the Preston North End game at the City Ground. It is the last game of the season, and yeah, it's been quite an up and down season really for Forest. Some good spells, but quite a lot of bad spells. In the season, 12 wins, 16 draws, 17 losses. So not too bad, but given last season's sort of performance, you'd expect us to be quite a lot higher in the table, but you know, it is what it is, and we'll have to go again next season. As for our opponents, Preston North End, 17 wins, 7 draws, 21 losses. So yeah, not the best, but not the worst from Preston. Quite central in the league. Out of 24 teams, they are 13th, so very close to bang on mid-table. And it's not been a bad season for Preston, but I think I don't really know. It's a bit hard to really judge it for Preston because they're not sort of a team that you look at and think they should be going up. They're not a team you look at and think they're destined to go down. They're sort of around the, I guess you could say, 10th, maybe. I'll probably say like 8th or 9th down to about 15th sort of area. Sometimes they might go on a nice little running aim to get the playoffs, but I think, yeah, they're not a bad side, Preston. Obviously at Deepdale we did beat them 1-0, Lewis grabbing penalty in that one, and this game doesn't really have any, it has literally no meaning to it. Like, they can go, well, they're 3 points behind the team above them, and they have a game in hand, so it could even be worse for them in that position. They could go down a place, but that doesn't really make much of a difference. As for Forest, we could go up a place, we could go down a fair few actually, we could go down as low as 19th, but you know, it's all about, I think, for both sides, just finishing the season as high as they can, on as many wins they can to try and push them through to next season, have that bit of belief going into next season that they can maybe, you know, achieve something a bit better than what we've seen this season. In terms of the game, I think it might be, I don't know, it's the last game of the season, all sort of ramifications around this game are off. I don't really know if that's the right word, but basically what I'm trying to say is the game doesn't mean anything. There's no pressure on the game. So will we see two teams come out and just play with freedom and play football in a way that they have no cares about the game, and then they might just, you know, put in a really good performance? Or we could see by the other end of the scale where they just don't really care, just sort of play the game out, make it up to 4 to 6 games, and just do what they need to do to fulfill the season, you know. But I hope it's the first one. Unfortunately, I won't be able to watch this game as I've got work commitments, which is a real shame. But yeah, I hope it is a good game, and I hope that we do come out on top. In terms of the scoring, I'm going to say 2-1 Forest. I've got a feeling that there could be a couple of goals in this one. As the goal scorers, I don't know. I hope that Houghton sort of experiments a little bit and maybe goes with a couple of players who he's got at the club who may be thinking about letting go. The likes of Sambassar, I'm not sure if he's fit or not. Oh, pardon me, fit or not, maybe. Arthur, if he's available, you know, just go in with a couple of players who maybe don't usually get a shout, maybe MB at the back, just to sort of see what they can offer next season. You know, I'd really like to see I'd really like to see MB start. You know, I think it'll be nice to see how he does. Maybe Jenkinson at right back, Cole back and Arthur in front of the defence. I'm not really going to give a team, sort of a team prediction like I usually do, because I hope that Houghton sort of experiments and goes with a side where he's just sort of seeing how things work out, maybe a different style of play that he might be wanting to adopt next season, I don't know. But it'd be really nice to sort of see some players who haven't really been featured that much this season really get a run out. And in terms of the scorers, I'd like to say Glenn Murray. I'd like to see Glenn Murray start in this one, and hopefully he can get all... you can get on the score sheet. He hasn't really done too much really since that was it a brace at Wickham away, but I think yeah, it could be nice to see him perform in this one. See whether he can score a couple of goals or get a goal, and see whether it'll be useful for next season in Chris Houghton's plans. And the other goal scorer, let's go with a little bit of Harry Arter. If Harry Arter plays, I don't know if he's fit or not, or what's going on with Harry Arter. He hasn't been in and around the squad for such a long time. But if he does play, why not give him a goal? See whether or not he's able to, you know, sort of what's the word? Offer us anything, give us anything to offer. It would be really interesting to see whether Houghton does go with his normal tried and trusted side that we've seen so many times, or whether or not he'll go with a team that gives him that opportunity to sort of see what's at his disposal, see what next season he's able to really offer, see what players, you know, he can keep with us, see what players maybe need to be moved on, and sorry to drop my watch there. But yeah, no, it'll be interesting to see whether or not Houghton does sort of use this game as an experimental situation, or whether he does go with that team he knows that he'll get something out of to try and get a win to end the season. But yeah, I'm not sure about the, you know, Preston's side. They have got some decent players. You know, you look at the likes of Barcusen up front. He's always a player that he looks like he could be quite a difficult player to handle. Daniel Johnson's always a player that I hear a lot of Preston fans raving and ranting about. You know, who else have they got? Just got up here. Sepp van der Berg from Liverpool. You know, Ben Whiteman. We were after him in January, and he decided to go to Preston instead of us. So it'll be interesting to see how he performs. But yeah, they've got a decent side. Preston. You know, obviously they don't have Ben Davies anymore, who's gone to Liverpool. But they've got some really good players, and some players in this league who, you know, maybe in a different side high up the table could really be effective and really help a team get promoted. But they've got like they're a comfortable sort of mid-table side, Preston. You know, I can't think who they've got in charge now. They had Alex Neil, but they let him go. I'll just double check. Did they let him go? Sure, they let him go. They have, yeah, but it doesn't look like they've got anybody. No, I don't think they've got anybody in replace for him, so they're managerless. You know, but yeah, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how they line up, see whether they take it as a bit of an experimental game too, and just be nice to have a last day of the season where, you know, we don't have to worry about our game. We can just relax, see a nice game of football, and then we can focus on what's going on between Derby and Sheffield Wednesday. Oh man, I'm begging both of them to win this week, and you know, win it at the weekend. I'm begging to see Sheffield Wednesday win and see Derby County go down. It'll be really, really nice to see. But no, in terms of the Forest game, I think it'll be 2-1 Forest. If I had to give a goal scorer for Preston, I'd say Daniel Johnson. But yeah, 2-1 to Forest, I think the score will be. It'll be nice to close out the season with all 3 points and maybe see some players play that we haven't really seen play too much and see what they've got to offer. So yeah, like I say, 2-1 Forest. If you did want to put down below your predictions, who you think might start, what you want to see, then feel free to do that. And yeah, subscribe if you haven't already, like this video if you did enjoy, and come on, you Reds.
Well then guys, that was Jack's preview. Obviously Preston, we do hope that we do go out with a ban. I mean, the pressure will be off both teams and we'll know what to expect. I mean, at least we're not in position what the sheep are in, so we'll predict it will be a very, very tough game, but just hoping that Forest can do the job against Preston and that we can actually push on and actually end the season in good form. So tell us what you think. I'd like to thank you for watching and goodbye.